Okay, so you probably know Dan Aykroyd as a Ghostbuster, but I bet you didn't know that it actually runs in his blood. Yep, that's right. Dan Aykroyd's family has been obsessed with ghosts, and Dan himself had an experience with the supernatural way before the Ghostbusters movies. So it all started with his great-grandfather, Samuel Aykroyd. Samuel was a renowned spiritualist who, get this, held séances at the family's Ontario property for decades. Honestly, there's more. Dan Aykroyd's grandfather, who was a telephone engineer, became obsessed with the idea of contacting the dead using radio technology. And Dan's father, who was also a walking Jeep, published books on the history of the supernatural, including this one called A History of Ghosts, where Dan's father even talked about watching the family seances from a crack in the basement door. And that brings us to an eerie supernatural experience that Dan himself had at his allegedly haunted Ontario home. So according to Dan, one day he and a friend went upstairs and they saw, get this, 3 S-shaped spirits following each other across the landing. And it scared the bejesus out of them and they ran right out of there. And there you have it, Dan Aykroyd's family history in the occult actually inspired the original Ghostbusters script. The more you know.